Alright, guys. Felix Auger-Aliassime won the title in Montpellier in 3 sets against Alexander Kovacevic, exactly like I predicted. And now we have reached the semifinals in Rotterdam, also known as the ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament. This is an ATP 500 tournament. Um, and yeah, so to kick things off, we got the first semifinal, which is the third seed Alex de Minaur against the Italian qualifier Mattia Bellucci, who is having the week of his life. He defeated two seeded players in the tournament. First, he defeated Daniil Medvedev in the second round, and then he followed that up by defeating Stefanos Tsitsipas in the quarterfinals. So he has been having a very good week. Granted, these are two washed players who will never win a slam again. Medvedev's case, he won one slam, he will never win another. Tsitsipas will never win a single slam ever. Granted, these are two washed players who are finished, basically, and have been declining, but it is still a very good week by his standards because he had barely won fewer than 10 matches on the ATP Tour coming into this tournament, and they are still seeded players, and he's a qualifier, so that's still a good week for him. But do I believe that he will follow this up by taking out a third consecutive seed in Alex de Minaur? No, I don't believe so. The thing about Alex de Minaur, guys, he usually beats the players that are ranked lower than him. He's supposed to beat. He usually beats them. But as soon as he runs into a player who is ranked higher than he is, he just gets outskilled because his ceiling has been reached, and he doesn't have the weapons to trouble players ranked higher than he is. And that's why they're ranked higher than he is, and why he almost always loses against them. Because he can beat everyone who's below him because he's just consistent enough and they can't consistently hit through him enough times. But once you get to the really most elite players in the game, these top 5 players, you need a weapon. You cannot just be fast and never miss the ball. That will not be good enough. You need a weapon, and de Minaur does not have a weapon, and it looks like he never will get a weapon. He's come this far without ever having gotten a weapon. So that is why he always loses to players higher than he is, and he will most likely continue to do so. It's kind of like me. I beat everyone who's supposed to be lower than my level due to my consistency, but the people higher than me, when they can just hit harder than I can, I usually cannot beat them. So I can kind of relate to de Minaur here. But nonetheless, Mattia Bellucci is ranked much lower than de Minaur. And given what I just said, I don't believe that Mattia Bellucci will defeat 3 consecutive seeded players in this tournament. I mean, not that would be an impossible thing to do, but I just believe that de Minaur will be a bit too solid. But de Minaur actually made the final here last year, where he lost to Jannik Sinner, of course, in an example of what I was just saying. And I believe that de Minaur can make this 2 finals in a row here at this Rotterdam tournament. But Bellucci, I think he can make it, he's been playing well. He can make it interesting, perhaps. So I'll have de Minaur winning this match in 3 sets. Now on to the second semifinal, which is, of course, the top seed Carlos Alcaraz against the 8th seed Hubert Hurkacz, who is having a sort of comeback. I guess he kind of dropped a little low in the past year or so, maybe injuries or something, and now he's trying to come back. Alcaraz will destroy him straight sets, no analysis needed. So once again, I believe that De Minaur will win the first semifinal against Bellucci in 3 sets, and Alcaraz will defeat Hurkacz in straight sets. And I believe that we will have a final between Carlos Alcaraz, the first seed, and Alex de Minaur, the third seed. Oh, one more thing actually about Bellucci. He's an Italian, of course, and he's actually the same age as Yannick Sinner. So Italian tennis is going very deep, guys, which I'm very happy because I myself am half Italian. So it's very good to see that Italian tennis is doing so well. Just kidding, I don't give a crap. Anyway, the final will be Alcaraz against de Minaur. Alcaraz wins in straight sets, de Minaur wins in 3 sets.